have entered the commodity sector. We are in a commodity economy, which clearly means we are fully exposed to world market prices. We don't have any impact on the prices. So if you look at the company strategy, we are in the Ukrainian market. Salik is in the Ukrainian market since 2013, gained experience over time, then did a serious expansion step in 2018 with quadrupling the land bank, basically up to 200,000 hectares. If we look at our further strategy, what we need to do now is diversification and integration upstream and downstream. So if we look at our main bottlenecks that we are facing right now, it's logistics, it's port, it's value-added businesses. So if you look at the investment strategy of Salik globally, we've got 3 different arms of investment. We've got primary agriculture, that is what Continental Farmers is about. We've got a meat pillar, which looks at meat from cattle, from poultry mainly, and we've got a logistics arm. So the Salik strategy clearly is, as globally as in other countries as well, in the future to start integrating upstream, downstream, looking at meat, looking at poultry potentially, and looking clearly, and that is the most important one, the pressure point right now, the logistics questions for our commodities that we produce. It's got a huge impact on our business. I would even say it's got disruptive impact. It's a game changer for a couple of reasons. If you look at the layout of our business, we are geographically spread from north to south 400 kilometers, from west to east 400 kilometers. We have got local decision making about agronomy. We've got local decision making about operations because they are driven by weather, they are driven by soil conditions, which means what we're trying to use is digitalization as a main driver of our decision making. Meaning data analytics is a big thing that we look at, and data generation, be it through drone pictures, be it through satellite pictures, be it through the analytical tools that we run, so that we do not just understand on a field by field basis potentials and risks, but we also inside the field start to separate higher potential areas from lower potential areas, so that we can adjust inputs and our agronomy and operational strategy according to the specific needs in an area of the field. That means we are processing huge volumes of data. We are processing huge volumes of data that we generate inside the business, but also huge volumes of data that we buy in as satellite pictures, as drone pictures, that are then being converted into operational decisions and operational recommendations for operational teams, so that we start to create standardized decision making across the whole company. The other element that we are clearly looking at is automatization. Digitalization is a big driver of effectiveness. We've just talked about the fact that we are in a commodity sector, so we are completely cost driven. We need to reduce our cost, and automatization and digitalization is clearly a big driver for exactly that question. Climate change, climate risk is a big global question, and it's clearly a question that we looked at when we did the next step in 2018 by buying the former Maria assets, which are now farmed under the Continental Farmers Group umbrella. If you look at different climatic zones in Ukraine, there are areas of Ukraine that we believe, from our analysis, will be potentially higher affected in the future by climate change. That are the areas that already now are comparably dry areas of Ukraine, high temperature areas. So we believe that agricultural production in these areas will over proportionally get risky in these areas. That's been for us the big decision maker to not invest into especially the southern parts of Ukraine. If we look at the western part of Ukraine, yes, we do see change. We do see change, especially to more extreme climate conditions, to more extreme climate events. But we also believe that the average that we are looking at didn't change so much, at least over the last 20, 30 years. What we need to look at is starting to adjust our agronomy, our operational tools in such a way that we learn to manage extreme weather events, meaning saving water in high rainfall timings of the year for the dry periods of the year, and these dry periods get longer, get more extreme, and on the other way set up our technology in such a way that we can also deal with very wet periods during the year, which historically did not occur to that amount, to that strength.